It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I am happy. The iconic sound of Father and Son, written by Cat Stevens in 1970. It must be one of the most relatable songs there is, because so many of us have been fathers, or have had fathers, or have been sons, or have had sons. I find when I play it live, it just hits people right here. Everybody loves it. And it's also got one of the classic guitar introductions. Now, stay tuned and I will show you how to play that introduction later, but I'm going to start with a breakdown of the chords. The song begins with a section sung by the father, so let's look at the chords for that section. Now there are 2 lines of chords. Here's the first line. 2 beats on G major, 2 beats on D major, 2 beats on C major, 1 beat on A minor, 1 beat on A minor 7. You just take your ring finger off to get to the A minor 7. That's the end of the first line. The second line is 2 beats on G, 2 beats on E minor, 1 beat on A minor, 1 beat on A minor 7, and then 2 beats on D. Those are the first 2 lines. Those 2 lines of chords repeat 4 times at the beginning of the song. But on the 4th repeat, the second line is a little bit different. We have what I call a turnaround, some different chords, to signal that the father part of the song is finishing. Now I will show you that turnaround in a little while, but first let's practice the chord sequence. So I'll give you a count of 3, then I'll come in with the singing, and then you can play along with me. 1, 2, 3. It's not time to make a change. Just relax and take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time, think a lot. Why think of everything you've got? And I'll stop there, because at that point we're going to have the turnaround, and I'll show you how to play that next. Let's look at that turnaround that ends the first part of the song then. I'll play it for you. It goes like this. For you may still be here tomorrow, though your dreams may not. So, fairly simple. 2 beats on G, 2 beats on E minor, 1 beat on D, and then 1 beat back on the G again. Let's practice that turnaround then. I will count to 3, I'll start singing, and then you're in. 1, 2, 3. For you will still be here tomorrow, though your dreams may not. And we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. For you will still be here tomorrow, though your dreams may not. Well done. We've got to the end of the father part of the song. And next, we'll look at how to play the son part of the song. Let's move on to the son part of the song now. Again, like the Father part, it has 2 lines of chords, and they're really similar to the chords in the Father part of the song. The only difference is that whereas the second chord in the Father part is a D major, in the Son part it's a B minor, the relative minor of D major actually. So let's play through those chords. We have 2 beats on G, 2 beats on B minor, 2 beats on C, 1 beat on A minor, 1 beat on A minor 7, 2 beats on G, 2 beats on E minor, 1 beat on A minor, 1 beat on A minor 7, 2 beats on D. So very, very similar to the Father part, apart from that B minor replacing the D as the second chord. Let's practice the chords in the Son part of the song then. Again, I'll count to 3, start singing, and then you come in. 1, 2, 3. How can I try to explain? When I do, he turns away again. It has always been the same old story. Ever since I learned to talk, I was hard to listen. Now and I'm going to stop at that point because, as in the Father section, there's a turnaround. So next, I'll teach you the turnaround for the Son section. The turnaround for the Son part of the song is a bit different to the turnaround for the Father part of the song. Let me start by playing it to you. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. So what are the chords then for the Son turnaround? Well, we start with 2 beats on G, then 2 beats on E minor, 1 beat on D, 3 beats on G, 2 beats on D, 1 beat on C, and then back to G. Let's practice the Son turnaround then. I'll give you a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. Now that is one of the trickier parts of the song. So please remember, you can go back, rewind this section. You'll find it in the chapters in the description below. And just rewind it and go through it as many times as you want to. The next thing that we'll do is to learn how to play that classic introduction. But before we get on to that, I just wanted to mention that I've recorded a cover of Father and Son, and I'll post a link to it in the comments below. It will be in the very first comment. I'll pin it at the top of the comments. So click that link to my cover of Father and Son and you can play along with it. Now, it's in a different key. I've used a capo at the 4th fret. So I'm playing it up there, but all the chords are the same. Go and have a look at that video of my cover of Father and Son, and you can use that to practice too. Just play along with it. After I've shown you the introduction, I'll show you some strumming patterns. But let's get straight to that introduction now. I'll start by playing it for you. It's not time. Okay, let's break it down then. So we start with a standard G chord and we play 3 downstrokes. Then we remove our middle finger from the 5th string of the G, and as we play the 4th downstroke, we're going to hammer that middle finger on to the 4th string 2nd fret. At the same time, hammer the index finger on to the 2nd string 1st fret, like this. So far we have this. And we're moving from a standard G to this chord, which is a G stroke C. That's the first part of the introduction. Next, we're going to put our middle finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and we're going to put our index finger on the top string 1st fret. We're going to play the 3rd string, and as we do that, we're going to slide both fingers up 2 frets like this, and then we're going to play the top string. So let me show you that again. And then we're going to move our middle finger up 1 more fret, still on the 3rd string, but now on the 5th fret. And we're going to put our ring finger on the top string 5th fret. And then we're going to play the 3rd string and the top string. And that's the introduction. So put it together and you have this. I'll do that again for you. Now at the start of the song, you play that sequence 3 times, like this. And then on the 4th time, you just play the chords. You pause, and then you're into the song. It's not time to make a change, just relax, and so on. That iconic riff comes back in after each of the turnarounds in the song. So for example, it comes in just once after the father turnaround. You will still be here tomorrow, though your dreams may not. And then we go on with the song. How can I try to explain? And so on. One final tip about that introduction. I find it works really well if you put some vibrato on those notes as you slide them up, like this. Now what I'm doing there is I'm moving my fingers subtly, laterally along the string really quickly, like that, to give that effect. Without any vibrato, you'd have this. With vibrato, I think that's much nicer. Next, I'll show you a simple strumming pattern for father and son. But before I do that, just a word about the structure of the song. So, we've got the guitar introduction, then we've got the father section, there's a turnaround, then there's the son section, there's a turnaround, there's an instrumental section with a turnaround, then the father comes back in, but it's a shorter father section this time, there's no turnaround, then we're into the son section. Now, at the end of that son section, the end of the song, personally what I do is I play that introductory riff again to end the song. I play it 3 times. And on the 4th time, I resolve back to the G to end the song. To me, that gives the song a nice symmetry. It starts with that guitar riff and it ends with that guitar riff. That's not what Cat Stevens does. He doesn't play that riff at the end of the song, but I like that. So that's my way of doing it anyway. Let's look at the strumming pattern then. I'd suggest this one as a starting point. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Let's practice the chords with that strumming pattern. I'll give you a count of 4 and then we'll come in with the father section of the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, E, down, down, up, and if you're on the turnaround then, single strokes really, D to G, and then obviously you're back into the introduction. Let me show you one snazzy little decoration that you can do when you get to the D chord. So instead of just playing the D chord as you normally would, you can do this. Again. Now what I'm doing there is playing it normally, then putting my little finger on the top string 3rd fret, then taking that off, then taking my middle finger off so the top string is open, and then putting my middle finger back on the 2nd fret again, on the top string. And you can just do a beat on each of those. And that's a nice little decoration that just makes that part of the song a little bit snazzier. Thank you very much for learning Father and Son with me. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to Peter's Acoustic Music channel for more guitar tutorials and acoustic covers.